Our next step in creating a blog in Django, after creating the function related to the post details or adding the comments, we're going to continue with the templates. So the template that we're going to create here is, so let me create it and name this add comment.html. And here what I'm gonna do is to write extends base.html, and this should be inside of apostrophes. And then let me have the blog content. So first off, just like before, we're going to have a div tag and a class for container, and it's going to be margin top 3. So let's close this one, and then we have another div tag, and that is class equals row mt2. Close this one too. We have another div tag, which is a very long one. I'm gonna paste it right over here, and as you can see, it has all of these features. So now let's close the div tag, and then in the next line we're going to have a card body, a div class for the card body. So equals to card body, and right over here we're going to the first thing we're going to do is to add the h1 tag and add the blog title. So this is related to each one of our posts, actually the page related to our post that we're going to create to a specific post. So blog title, so the title of the blog will be placed over here. So now we will have the percents at the beginning and at the end. And so here we need to, at the end we need to end the block. So just the same as before, we'll have end block, and then we will consider the post dot title. So this is end block title, right? Next up, we're going to have the image tag, so img, and what we're going to write next is a source src equals to, and here we're going to have the media. So this is our folder related to static, in the static files related to images, and then we're going to have the title of the image. So this is going to be post.image. So it actually, here we're considering the file. It might not be necessarily the file name, but the file itself. And so the next one is the class. So we're going to set some style from Bootstrap. So card image top, card image img top, and so the next one is the alt, which is equals to, we can call this photo, and then in order for it to have a specific height, we can determine this to be 240 40 pix, and then we can close the image tag, and there we go. So next thing we need to do is to have, so here we're going to write the name of the author, the writer, and so we're going to use the p tag, and the class we're going to consider for this is text muted. Then next we're going to close the tag, and in between here we're going to write the post author and post created on. So post the time of the creation, the date of the creation, and the person who has written this blog. So here we have post dot author, and also we have the post dot created date. There we go. And so close the p tag, and the next step is to write the body of the text. So another p tag for the body of the text class, and here we're going to use card text. So you can close this, and now the next thing I'm gonna do here is to add the post body. So post dot body, and then we're going to write save here for the body. And so that's it. Also, it's suggested that we put this operator over here. And now we can close the div tag. So up to here, we've placed the entire post, but we also need to add the comments. So we're not gonna end here, and we're gonna continue from this div tag and add some other classes for the post form, for the comment form, and for the list of the comments. But we're gonna cover this part in another video, and so that's it for this part of the video. Make sure you save the code, and so here we are. Meanwhile, before creation of our comments form, I want to add something else. We can add the urls.py here inside of our my site folder, and add the path related to our post page. So here I can write slug. So first of all, we have slug and colon slug again. So we're going to use views dot, and if you look at your views.py over, so where is it? It's right around here. Okay, here we had views related to our post details, right? So our comments, views.post details, views.post details, and then we're going to consider a name for this, post details. So better to put on the line here. And okay, so let's save this. Now let's try to let's see if we can see our post without comments. So python manage.py run server, and now let's click on read more here, we seem to have an error here inside of our template. And the problem is we haven't ended the blog content. So let's end it inside of our add comment.html. So end block, and let's save this and refresh the page. And as you can see, we have the blog, right? So we have the blog, and this is the total blogs because we haven't written any more. It's not a very long one, but if you go back and switch to our other blog right over here, read more, you can see that we have this very so-called very long content. So that's it for this part of the tutorial. We've learned how to create, as you can see, and this is a slug. If you up to now you haven't got the point what slug is, this is slug. So if I go back right here, and if again I click on this, you can see that this is another slug. And so that's it for this part of the video. In the next one, we're going to add the comment form below the post, and we're going to continue.